did see them play against each other on it.
Yeah, it got delayed for a little bit, that one. KCORP on defense, FNATIC on attack.
Wasn't like crazy dominant. I think it was 13-10 to FNATIC. So clearly they've been workshopping and feel very comfortable on this map. I think Cloud on the KO makes a lot of sense. But I don't think this is a death sentence.
I'd be interested to see it, honestly.
For KC.
You certainly wouldn't imagine so.
Might have been visa issues. Might have been visa issues, right?
Pick a FNATIC, sure, but as you said,
it's a heavy lean over towards B for KCORP on this one.
Already, the defense is a good read. They've rotated 4 players towards this B site, but FNATIC have sent Boaster out to contain this mid and A space. He's seen nothing, and well, if you're making that pressure and seeing no reaction, it's likely that they've stacked up. So FNATIC will take it the other way, at least for now. We've seen a lot of willingness to play slow rounds and try to challenge for that control, but Narrate upset the rhythm a little bit. Great re-swing from Cloud, though. He was sitting tucked away, didn't get blinded, and pounced just in time to save Crashies, who's now on 6 HP.
I guess if you've watched the way your opponents like to play, having anti-flash spots like that are going to be very important. 35 seconds left, though. Had to fire off that paranoia a little bit earlier, and running back through would have a risk about it. Kayak, though, has
it's a great cancel from FNATIC on this one.
The remaining 3 players not within the site.
It was like
it's going to have to be a full
I want to say Boast Impact, but we don't know in terms of comms, but might have been.
There is not a lot of utility. In fact, not any utility to play with.
I must wait.
Well,
really nice, man.
Go about as well as you'd expect.
It was lovely to watch.
Big round from Cloud.
2-1 on the pistols.
And FNATIC 1-0. The pistol.
Yeah, the cancel over towards B was great.
We saw the stats there. I think KC were doing slightly better when it came to pistol rounds, but that's going to take a knock to the statistics for sure. And it really is Cloud at the start of this round, avoiding giving them an early pick, and I think more importantly, avoiding having Narrate with an opening pick and alive in the late round. Still with a flash to play with as well.
I got your pistol. I got your pistol, Jake.
Oh, okay.
Well,
maybe him.
Cloud's a modest man, to say the least, but he did get them the pistol.
Kai can
big round from Cloud.
3 kills and an assist.
Farm
you
a
know,
little bit on this one.
Yeah,
Kai can farm, but
I
feel like Cloud being this close to his ult should probably be trying to get some of these.
Second round victory in the last map. I'm hoping
Astra with
we're not going to see another.
Astra with a
Very
Waylay, and you're doing Astra. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen any teams do it.
Push up is not
But
badly timed.
it's very rare that we get an Astra and a Waylay, to be honest, at this point. Dude, they're here so early top mid. Oh my god.
The B site. How much damage can they hope to do?
Oh, it's such a shame about the gun.
For Crashies instead. Couple of tags, not ideal,
Wait.
but Levin's going to win the initial fight. First kill goes the way of that defense.
Is it going to be another mid-rounding masterclass?
Push that far up. Have they now given up control of the A side?
This is good though.
altogether?
They called over towards the right side. Obviously, they pushed over towards here. You feel like they're going to be stacking over towards B. They got the info. They should expect something.
Anyone in there is completely negated, pushed back by the paranoia, and they'll make it to the A site. FNATIC, good patchwork in this round, realizing the aggression had come in down mid, down through A main. So that site's probably easier to take through the spawn. Now it should be a formality, but Crashies and Boaster already tagged, and it's Crashies. 59 HP with a rifle in the open. There is no fallback. There is no retreat. He is dead after the first fight. The question is how
Cloud
many
actually
can he
needs to
get?
clean this one up.
This is a very dangerous
And he might peek over towards short, yeah. I
I
legit think getting hit by the recon might have saved him. Kayak's hit some bangers.
But they've just about gotten it over the line.
These
I think low on HP
this
with
is
a
not a
rifle,
convincing
that
round.
position
I will
is
say
wild.
the mid rounding after losing top mid
because of
and losing alpha
how
was very
ridiculous it
good.
was, but yeah, that felt like an unnecessary risk up against the pistols. Luckily, Kayak just basically
Yeah, this gun is so good
made
against
that look
Ecos
like
as well.
a montage. As he'll come
Good,
out
it's
with
good damage for
a
KCORP. You should be
multitude
kind of
of
happy with it.
frags by himself, 5-0.
Just.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Just indeed.
Just about.
I love it. You almost win on a full eco, and Zaysh looks like you've just thrown the round. The guy is so positive in real
Still
life.
keeping with the
What are
same
the
default. They were
codes
doing
for
this all the time.
This demon
Neon wall to take over towards fast
It
shot.
absolutely is.
Clear a
And
bit of
I think
middle.
Facing off against Aang now with a map under his belt, even more so.
I think as well.
Swift, yeah,
Now
that's a
that
big
we've
move,
seen
man.
some good from KC. Pressure
It's a
is
big,
on.
big move.
People start to believe maybe that road to champions this year is more of a likelihood. And
Dude, the push-off is short.
in fact, the information they've got
The
is
rate
incredible.
is a
He's
little
locking them in
crazy right now. 1
already
minute. He
on
gets a kill from
flank,
short and jumps down to
making
the
it so
bottom
there's
mid.
nowhere left for them to go. They could run back through their own spawn if they wanted to. But other than that, they are boxed into middle.
Well, when push comes to shove, KC will be more than ready to answer this call. Kayak won't survive the first engagement. The push through the smoke from Levin finds the spike. It's all onto Alpha. 1 against 5, and well, you'd like to get out of here with some damage done, but that is not possible.
A convincing round from KCORP. It was a little, the rate was a little bold,
for KC.
But other than that, it's very nice.
Round coming into round 3.
Yeah, I think it's an important one that you lose a very close map, your map choice as well. You come into a map that ultimately you're comfortable on, but I think having a round like that really sort of wakes you up. Of course, it was, I want to say somewhat of a bonus because I think it was 4 rifles in the last.
Yeah.
But they still have a buy in this one, but it's got a couple of Guardians in the mix.
Yeah, the last buy was arguably better for them. This time they do come in with the Guardians, as you said, so it is a full 5 rifles technically, but they had 4 big rifles in the previous. It was a buy round for all intents and purposes when it comes to how it played out, and, well, FNATIC getting nothing done is definitely worrying for KC. That's exactly what they need. Early performance. Showing up, Alpha not lost any confidence.
Dude, the battle for B main's pretty funny right now. God, this is nuts from them, isn't it? They had the Omen TP as well. I know it's a fake Omen TP, but
this A side, there might not be much of a choice. This flash from Narrate coming in as the smoke fades, and they have caught everybody with
holy, fair play, and Spike.
From KC. Great flash from Narrate, and the paranoia to guarantee the space. Good return by Cloud. He is much closer than he knows.
That's nice from Narrate. He knew that extra flash was going in and played anti.
Narrate manages to hold on to control of the spike, but he is now dealt with by Alpha. Yeah. Boaster's position is an interesting one. I don't know if Levin's going to.
Mika, thanks so much for the prime.
He's looking.
Thank you for the 5 months, mate.
Okay, that's the moment the realization comes through, and unfortunately for Boaster, he's not long for this world.
30 seconds
18
left.
HP.
Or is it Micah? How do I say this?
Alpha felt like he needed to take a risk, and instead he has delivered the spike like a birthday present, left it on the floor.
And closed the door behind him as well.
Yeah. It's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, it's it done.
Yeah, gives the spike over, but as you said, right, 2v3, Boaster's on a sliver of health.
Dude, KCORP are not scared to make some bold plays.
At least. Doesn't work out
2 rounds in a row, they've made some bold plays. Every single time it involves Narrate.
That's 2 rounds in a row for KC, and with the big investment from FNATIC into round 3, I think that's going to push the limits and break the bank for this squad. Indeed it is.
Yeah, there wasn't much additional to play with. It seems like maybe they'll be able to have that singular rifle for Kayak. But other than that, it's not going to be a particularly pretty purchase. And from what was a crushing defeat in the last, just for how close it was, and the pistol not going their way, KC don't look phased at all. With what was a very solid defensive side versus GX. They're looking for more of the same.
Running back put in by Narrate, but he'll be dealt with right away. Still, it's allowed some players to flood in behind that wall, Levin being one of them. He's finding his first pickup at that reveal. Has caught him, luckily. Aves.
Dude, almost another. 5 HP.
Spam as good as it gets. It seems to be KC's specialty. Well, they won't be able to serve Alpha up today.
They look pretty convincing, these rounds from KCORP.
Avoided the flambe, but 5 HP left.
The risk might get punished at one point, but this one wasn't risky,
Sticking around too much longer.
Artex with the prime again. Thank you for the 6 months, mate.
Next, and it's clean as can be.
Yeah, I've seen some people with some really good graphic settings that are able to do the things that Aves does, but honestly, that is just impressive with how consistent he is spamming through those smokes, especially after 11 went down. I was a little bit worried, but comfortable stuff in the end. Credits really starting to build.
Paper
X
vibes is in the. I mean, they're coming up with.
Round 6, even if they are
yeah, they're coming up with Paper X style plays.
But this is where FNATIC come
yeah,
back
I can get on board with that.
They have a multitude of ultimates.
They want to be the ones doing some idea instead of being the ones getting X-ed on or having the idea happen to them.
I think especially that Hunter's Fury always makes things a little bit more awkward.
I wonder how
for the
much of it
side
is narrate, because I
trying
feel
to
like
defend.
every single play revolves around narrate. I wonder how much, like, how vocal
Both
he is on the
players have
defense
them,
here.
no surprise for Abez. 9-2. He's going to pop it early. He's getting it on so quickly. Why not? But doesn't look too good. There's a double
Damn,
tag
got a
to
little
close it out.
double at
The
the end
Fnatic
here.
Kayak both very, very
Both
low.
sitting in Sabrosa.
And that's value enough for a Blind Hunter's Fury.
Yeah, I think especially.
Where's the
Kayak
mix on
feels
this
like
one? Yeah, they don't know
a
about the
bigger
meta, man.
problem. He's normally the one that has to break the lines of the defensive side, and him being tagged. Oh, now him being tagged even lower makes that an incredibly big issue. 40 seconds left on the clock as Fnatic now look to explore towards middle. The B split potentially there with Alfia still holding on to main control. Now we're going to see that KO
Cypher playing the
put into
side as
play.
well.
That'll remove
Trips
the
go
utility,
down.
but,
You can
well,
res
he's
that.
already on the ground.
A couple of picks go back here for
Big Joe.
KC.
Oi,
And they
Aves.
keep on going. Abez finding a lot of damage, and with Kayak and Crash, he's so desperately
Aves.
low. Oh, and the damage
Ah, he's
going to
unlucky,
Cloud.
bro.
Oh my
Big
God.
shocks. That's
This
it.
is
Big spam.
ridiculous. Fnatic are
They're more spam.
barely surviving.
Look at the
As
HPs.
KC thrive in the spam battle.
Oh,
the
no.
plans at least
Not
to be
the
found.
other
Dude,
around
this ult's
ult.
deadly
This
for
is
them.
an insta-kill.
God, it's
Any of
deadly.
these players, a laser that will take them down.
Oh, 1 HP.
4-2
Dude, Aves
for
did
KC.
insane in this. He did
That's
so
a
much damage to
wonderful
everyone.
retake,
So
but
good from
again,
him.
I don't know how Aves is getting so much done.
Well, it's crazy because you look at this round, one player, I think, got 2 kills and probably did about, what, 300 damage? The other player got 3 kills and did about 45 damage. Just running around at the end with everybody being so desperately low. You also have to bear in mind the initial damage was done by a Hunter's Fury. Do you know what? Aves might have done about 400 damage and got 2
Yeah, he
kills.
did so much, yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be pretty close to reality. The fact is, like, that Hunter's Fury
11
blind,
and 2.
it's often
He's 11 and
a
2.
big mistake, but
Mhm.
they found his value there. And later on for KC, they've got to be on cloud 9. Different
Oh,
org,
hope
but
not.
let's take a listen in
Dude,
to see
no.
how things are going for this squad.
No
in
one
the
can
MT.
resist the flame.
Smoke him, man.
I'm gonna sit on B.
Mid on mid.
He's gonna Guys, take the split. It was just full push on B.
I'm picking slowly. I don't see.
One tiles.
One was about around Sabrosa.
Yeah, one mid should be. One mid
I
still.
block it trap on B.
You're gonna drone. I'll pick you.
Two dead, two dead.
You might not have smoke and initiate.
One main.
Yeah, it's okay, I see it.
I'm not helping you.
I was one top mid.
1 HP, 1 HP, Cypher.
You wanna peek him?
Let's pick 3, 2.
I'm holding top mid, guys.
I'm gonna push link.
He's probably main or it's...
I have main guys, you cannot cross. Only on you can be.
Nice!
Nice job.
There's some high
Okay, this
confidence.
time.
Well,
In
the
Some
zone
vibes are-
high
flawless.
confidence.
Yeah, the vibes are immaculate, and look, if you go out of an end zone flawless with anything but that, we've certainly got a problem. A 5-2 scoreline now, and most importantly, 5 rounds in a row.
What do you
for
think of your
KC.
current
They face
chat
off against a
meta?
double
Mate,
buy-up to
what
start
is the
this
chat
streak,
meta?
and
What do you
They
mean?
made it look easy. This obviously being an anti-eco, but there's been a bit too much success from this squad, and I'm surprised to not see Fnatic calling for a timeout.
I feel like you're thinking
Going into
about
round
things
number
too
8,
much.
5-2 down. They're happy that the players have the right ideas.
5-2 down on their own map choice, and other than the pistol and second round, it hasn't looked particularly close. 4 ultimates online, but they haven't had too many opportunities to use them. Losing players early has been a problem, and just look at the amount of information Levin's already going to get. He's walked all the way up B main.
Who's the K-Corp
That
by
means they
GL?
can
The star player, man.
stack up
Aves.
players over on that A site, and again have this 1-2 punch
Oh.
potential trap setup. He's going to walk.
Oh,
You're
it's
a lucky
unlucky.
boy, Crashies.
To be fair to him,
You
Crashies
walked
did
back at the
consider that someone was
perfect
at the
moment.
angle.
Does he then go that little bit further forward? No, the drone is actually going to sell the
It's good. It's good from him though. That little peek,
of a B hit.
that little peek with no
even
one following a drone past the initial corner.
Back
He's
towards
done
this side
so
of the
good
map.
to
The
work
other
out this
three
is
have
fake
not moved.
pressure. The 3 can stay strong over
And now they've
towards
heard
A.
that
Dude,
they
K-Corp
made
looked
the
very
right call.
nice on this
play
map.
coming in, the rate Doesn't know where that TP just came in from. Boaster being able to find one, but Narrate's still flying under the radar. Luckily, the
big
trade comes in
1v1
quick.
here.
Great flash
A lot of
from
1v1s
Cloud.
across the map, by the way.
Got him through that smoke.
Actually,
Back to
everywhere.
the spike.
This one matters the
If
most
he
because
goes
Spike,
down, there'll
obviously.
be trouble aplenty. Waiting though.
One on
Is
heaven,
Cloud
there's
as
one on
Alpha
site, there's
sneaks
one on
his way
spawn.
up top as Crashies waits to catch them on that rotate, but now the spike falling. Hunter's Fury will be deployed. And
Dude,
Doja won't
it's
make
a
it
good
out of
ult from
there. It's
Crashies.
left
20
on
seconds on this
11.
one. There is enough
Up
time.
against Crashies, he's already dealt with Alpha Air and the reposition.
Ooh,
the steps.
does he have
He's
time
ready
for
him to
this?
swing up top at 12
Oh,
seconds
it's
left.
scary.
I mean, Crashies has to
No
go. And he
way.
has no idea that victory
There's
was
no
just around
way.
the corner. Victory turns
That's
to
sick.
death as KC find 6 in a row.
Oh, I thought he'd played it perfectly.
Yeah, I thought he played a bit-
genuinely thought he knew exactly
He
where
kind of
was
had to
when
go
made
for the
those
kill if he
steps.
was
I like,
doing
oh,
the like
genius.
fake
And then
footstep
just didn't
stuff.
check the window. There's the one spot that went under the radar, and that's a little bit more damning with
He could have been anywhere.
what was a good round from Crashies, a lurk into a Hunter's Fury that kills off a player, but that last low man standing.
Let's go!
And the momentum continuing for KC, 6 rounds in a row. Well, there is the timeout.
Why would you not check
They
there?
took their time.
Mate,
That's for sure.
he could potentially be in
And even coming into this round,
20
it's
positions.
curiosity as to what they're going to decide to go
He's
for.
got a
We've
second
got
per
credits
position.
Mix and matched for
It's not that
Fnatic.
bad.
It definitely looks like
It's probably
we're at
not the
panic
play with like the
stations.
fake footstep that
I
he
think
did
also
though.
just this matchup is an interesting one. Back in week 1,
Like if he's
obviously
doing the
these are
fake
just the
footstep
stats for
thing,
stage 2. It
it's
was a
to kill
quieter
someone that's
performance
close.
from Kayak, whereas Levin in both games was a high impact player. You look at the map,
Is
the
Spear
win
good?
right now, 11 is 12 and 3,
Yeah,
whereas
he's
Kayak,
pretty
obviously,
decent.
It's tough from
I've
the
only
attack,
seen
and I'm not
stats,
gonna
but
say that this will be how the scoreboard ends.
can tell he's good.
He's 5 and 6, and it hasn't really been a star performer for Fnatic yet, other than
Right, shall I
the
use
pistol round,
my
which, as Cloud said, he
Epic
gave
Pen
them.
Premium?
Unfortunately, he hasn't
Dude,
given
you can
much
do
more.
arrows?
And that's what we need.
What else
like,
we
this
got?
is your map choice, and it looks
Perfect
if I was
squares.
gonna gamble, I
Perfect
would say
circle.
that this looks like a KC
There we
pick
go.
from what we're seeing right
That's
now.
my £30 worth. It was all worth
Well,
it.
especially considering that they lost
Damon,
pistol
appreciate the tier
fall.
1. Thank you so much for the
They were
39
close,
months.
And then they came through against 2 full buys back to back, and they weren't close. They were dominant for KC, especially the first one was
Epic
incredibly
Pen
dominant
value.
for KC.
Strong value, yeah.
All the wind in their sails and filling them fully.
If I actually did a...
It's Fnatic
The circle
will
could be
have to
pretty
find
good,
their way
man.
back in. They've gone for a buy. They've gone down to their last credits
Could
to
make it a
this
little
happen.
cleaner.
After the timeout, something
Maybe
has
we
to
make a
change.
bind for the circle.
Oh, it's a bait.
Dude, he's got so much money. He's got a backup judge.
To try and give Sugetsu an angle.
This is a
It's one that
classic,
you'd
by the way. You
expect to see,
spam,
but I
you shoot
like
the op
also what
once, they
Levin
try
is
and
doing.
rush you, and then you
The
whip out the
reaggression
judge.
timing is perfect, though.
The
second
double
time
push
they've
over
done
towards
that,
A main
Boaster
as
is
well.
gone.
Every single time they're trying to punish
Alfia
Boaster.
trying to fill in
Been
the gaps.
great
That's
shot,
a
man.
Wonderful shot. Dosia even predicted that he would be there. Now Levin's been dealt with on the other side. Even still, though, it ends up even.
Keep an eye on Narrate
Top
here.
mid
Top
push that
mid
they
jaw.
have to be careful of. They've been flanked before. And maybe Aves was almost just working as a distraction, but they are watching for
Oh,
Narrate.
3.
Good prediction.
Alpha came
from
back to
Cloud
help
this
him
round.
across.
And now it's all on
It's a good round from
He had
Alpha.
one
Sugetsu
kill
has ult if he
in
wants
the
to use
first
it.
8
It'll be
rounds.
fine.
If he wants to keep
Starlight's in the
streak going,
YouTube
he
chat.
needs to
Thank
end
you
with
so much.
4.
Hello as well. I appreciate that.
Sugetsu has the ult to at least grab some
Oh.
information, and well, that was a bit of an awkward time to have your knife out. Luckily, there's only a half check by Crash. He's now falling back to the site. The high-low should be in play, and Sugetsu
Very
will
nice.
find it
Very nicely
impossible.
handled.
It's a low-low setup instead. You said we needed to see something from Cloud, Tom.
Is that
How's
not
that?
just Alpha round though?
Good round from him. Like I said, he won them the pistol, which basically gives you the second round, although it was dangerously close. And then he's won them the next round that they've won after the pause. So it's interesting. This has been a case at times for Fnatic where the player standing in can have some of these standout performances. I think Vekaj regularly
Good job, boys. That's
had
it. That's what we
standout
need.
performances. But can they now build off that? Because I don't think that if they come out with, say, 5 rounds on this
Is it
attack,
mandatory for
that's
teams to
not
constantly
really too
switch
much of a
comps
problem.
for the meta and not be predictable?
But if this
An
ends
anti-strategy?
9-3,
Yeah.
I'd
To an
be down
extent,
to
unless your
believe that
playbook's like big
KC
enough.
aren't going to be able to close that out.
I'll run it back online for KC. If this is where you
At
want
one
to
point you
bounce
have-
back for Fnatic,
it depends on the
probably
comp.
not the
There's
ultimate.
certain
You wanna
comps
look
that
across the
can
side and
just
see the fact that Narrate,
have so much stuff
especially in the last
and
map,
play the
was
map so well, and you
phenomenal.
can just make like
Trailblazer.
little alterations that it's fine.
And now there's 2 of
And
them.
there's other stuff that's like a little
Potentially, at least.
one-dimensional that
A minute on the clock, and Fnatic.
you have to change.
Well, it's not surprising that they're being very cautious towards A main. This is somewhere that's being pushed consistently by KC, but finally it's time to go.
All there's one and dones that are only good for one, like triple duelist.
That's a risky no-scope attempt.
Dude, that is a player that's been popping off, man, going for that kind of stuff.
Spike planted.
Aren't going to stop that plant from coming in. Flash. Seemed like it was to try and push someone into a spammable corner. Instead, that piece of utility now gone, but there's another ready for Narrate if he needs it. The flank has been spotted as well, so FNATIC know that those back angles are safe.
Wait, they handled it close here pretty well.
Still stood in the corner.
Yeah, they saw his gun barrel. I was looking at that thinking, mate, your gun's sticking through that. Do they know they're both here? Got half?
They need to start spamming. They need to stop them from defusing. The swing out.
Oh, he just got him in time. He just got him. There was a spin to win on the spike, maybe. Time was pretty low.
They had alpha.
How close was that?
It was very, very close.
I thought he didn't have time anymore. I thought the defuse was done until the shot landed. Incredibly close. Alpha's cover there kept Boaster alive, but 0.48 of a second. Down to the wire, but
yeah.
For FNATIC,
please listen to each other, okay? Let's go. A little bit.
It was just close enough, and that could be the round that gets them right back on the saddle, 6-4. Cloud calling for them to play together. If they can do that, we might be neck and neck at the half. Who's seen that before?
You think Paperx can use the mix harbor comp again? Yeah. They didn't get to
map,
show
their
off the plan A stuff, really.
Bitterly disappointed, especially on that defensive
They're too
side
excited about the comp, and they won the map.
Teams thrive. I think it would put the favor firmly to FNATIC. This buy definitely not the best. Another risky peak from Levin, but it also
this
gives
recovery
an
is
awful lot of
pretty
info. It
nuts,
seems like they're going to
man.
try and challenge Dosia, but he's just looking to
Really
try and
good
slow
from
them down.
Kayak.
Of course,
It's really good from Kayak. This TP from Dust9 is awesome.
Might be a ruse. Althea again, having to try and bail them out of trouble. He's turned this back to a 3v3, and the attack have decided maybe another avenue is better.
Well, Alpha might just have a freebie. They're walking right up into his crosshair, but an uncharacteristic miss and whiff as Aves puts them into the advantage. Defensive side, well, pressure on a Narrate, a bookie, and a classic, all he has to work with. But Aves on the sides got the big gun, got the reveal to help him out. Well, not going to help anyone out. Narrate's dead to rights, and the door's closing on Aves. But before it does, Cloud taps his toes away.
10 seconds
Sugetsu again. He's had to play retake simulator a lot of this game. The B-site pushes haven't happened too often, or if they have, it hasn't been him dealing the kills, but the first one is so quick. Again, it's another
Just a
round.
little too much to the left, maybe a little too high.
For FNATIC, it was Althea to start and then him to close. 12-9 at the moment, and it's only Aves, who is 18-6 right now, that stands above him. But I can't believe we're actually in a spot where FNATIC now go into this next round with an opportunity to leave this half level.
Last player standing.
I really didn't think it was possible for them to end up level at this half. Like, the last three have been remarkable from FNATIC, and considering KC have had nothing but success before that when it comes to battle rounds, and there were plenty of them.
Dude, imagine they get a 6-6 half from this. It'd be insane. You'd imagine KCORP have too many ults on this. You got Sova on the rotate with his ult.
Maybe he's needed one more time to put us level. Hunter's Fury online for Aves. That could be a big problem. Last time, he took over the round on the back of this ult.
He's taken over a lot of rounds. He's had an insane map so far, and I think this more free, loose style of calling is helping him out a lot specifically. Either way, though.
Recon's clear, close, mid. Narrate took a peek over towards deeper mid. This Sova ult's going to wreck them.
Just walks out into the open.
Wait.
I think he even caught Althea off guard. Now,
what the? Bro, how's he getting these recovery? The recovery on these ults is beyond me.
Instead, though, catching a second player.
It starts off as the worst
Crashy's
overall
gone. He's
ever
been having a rough
twice,
one.
and then
Breaking
the instant recovery is
Tristan
just
now moving their way back
insane.
towards the A site. 30 seconds left.
Big jaw at mid as well, and
Trap
you'd
set up
imagine
there once
Aves is
more
on
with
top
a
of it.
flash, just waiting around the corner. They know.
I mean,
They
5
have an
might
idea.
be
The
enough.
narrate is there and clear him with ease, in fact, but they need a little bit more. Aves versus Boaster. The IGLs, and it's Boaster to come out on top, but Dosia's still here.
Wait.
He makes it should be impossible to plant, but never mind. Cloud again, and he's removed the ultimate from Levin as well. Another saving grace from the new buy on the block, but not
Okay,
this
I was going
time.
to say, holy.
Levin will make sure at least KC will go in with a lead.
It's still
But
a
let's be
great
real,
recovery
Mitch.
from
It should have been
Fnatic.
a
They
much
should be
bigger
feeling
lead
good
than
after
this.
that.
This should have been a much more convincing half indeed. 6 rounds in a row, coming off the back of winning round 3, of dealing with 2 full buys, of hammering Fnatic into the ground. This looked like a dominant scoreline. But for Fnatic, there is still hope. And with a man like Crashy's on the team, of course there is. We sat down with him before the game and had a little chat. Why don't you take a look at it during the halftime?
Crashy. I'm here with Crashies, a guy who I've known
Why
for
does
a very
nobody
long
do
time, actually. I was looking
old
back,
AX
the first
with
time we ran
Phoenix
into each
Wall
other, I think it was
across
2018
bricks?
at a little tournament in Chicago called CGC. You remember that one?
I do, a very long time ago.
Different world, different life. A lot of success since then for you. And now this Fnatic team.
Wait,
How
Bacon,
has
I
it
can't
gone
even
after the
remember
first
this
week?
one. You're not talking
It's
about the
been
retake stuff.
Good, I would say, like fixing things that we need to fix and just enjoying our time together. So, yeah.
And speaking of your time together, you got a new guy in the camp, right? Cloud. What's it been like playing with him?
I've always like kind of respected him as a player. He's always been someone I've played against
Wait,
before.
Infamous, what do you mean?
Bringing him in
Should I be
was
checking
kinda
Discord?
Nice. Different perspective and just we're giving each other tips and yeah.
And
just learning
Mike,
from each
thanks
other
so much
every
for the
day,
prime.
so it's been
Appreciate the
fun.
25 months.
And for this matchup, right? KC, really hot start, looking very good indeed, maybe playing a little bit looser. How do you game plan against that?
Oh.
So, you know, they've been talking a lot about
Dude, has that been all day?
Very
Holy.
loose style team. So we just kind of know what to expect going into it, just like they know what to expect.
At least no one
out
in
of
the
us.
chat's gonna say
We're very
anything, right?
structured, and we know how to play against that style of team. Paper X historically for us. So it's nothing really new for us, just different team, same style.
What do you think the key is then? Is it like reinventing your own comps a little bit, or is it just being ready for that mid-rounding?
Yeah, just being ready for what they're known for. Like I said, they're very freestyle, and they like to embrace that style a lot. So there's really no surprise for us today.
Are you going to throw it back to the Rankcast Combine days? Drop like 30 right now?
Honestly, we'll have to see. Like, you know, I'm used to dropping 30s back in the day, but Valorant's a different game, so we'll see.
We'll see how it does. Good luck today.
Bacon,
Thank you
stop
so much.
snitching. Didn't even notice, dude.
Yeah,
I
good
didn't.
job,
I didn't even
Dark
notice
Yeah,
in
this
this one
is
as
where
well.
he was cursed.
Yeah, he's got the 3 from the 30, so that's good. But
The solid,
it's just a lot of zeros.
the solid
before,
spot, mate.
not
Thank you
after.
for that.
7-5 for KC. A good half, but the context of how we got here, kind of disappointing. It looked like this should have been a lot better. And remember, with Fnatic climbing back into the game, well, they only need one more map to close this out. The threat and the pressure applied onto KC. I think we saw that again in the coaching camp.
Yeah, pistol here. If anything would give Fnatic the advantage, I think both teams have showed that the defensive side is the one that's favored. In fact, last time when Fnatic beat KC, it was a good defensive side half. And a lot of that comes down to a
shock.
B-site hold from Alpha. He's been fantastic
been
on
worse.
it. Well, this could give Cloud a few assists if anybody dies, because he has just caught the entirety of the team with a knife. I've just watched
Yeah,
the
that's a
player push
good
Spawn
play
and
from
not
Dust9. I like
die. How did
that one.
Levin
How's he
get
got
away
a double
with that?
there? What is going on
I'm
Spawn?
almost certain they saw him. There you go. Final boss himself. He's going to be the only defender. He's dodged the paranoia.
7 bullets.
But there's so many people
flash.
calming down. Help from a teammate.
Oh my God,
Gave
last
an
bullet.
opportunity, and this is why you don't run towards the B side.
Ah, it's so unlucky,
Luckily,
dude.
Narrate
He's
makes
doing
sure
nuts
it
stuff on
doesn't go
site
any
here.
further, because for a second, I thought Althea was about to kill them all.
Paranoia from Boaster really
Yeah, the
helped
flash
him out
from
to
the
refocus to
flash
take
from
down
Boaster
Sugetsu, who,
enabled him
we
to
saw
isolate
what
last
he said about
1v1.
Crashy's 3 kills in the first half.
It's insane.
Tough. The
Hey,
tough start
Dad,
to this
last
pistol,
kill,
but
there's-
Sugetsu's been in that same boat. It's a guy who was showing
Oh,
up in
come
some
on now.
really important rounds for KC. Looking back to Summit and on Ascent, the Cypher on the defense. Well, Alpha's just done everything Sugetsu did in the
Emo
first
Anime,
half.
how we doing, bro?
in
Good to
one
see you.
round.
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for asking.
True.
It is. It can be both.
Actually, no, he hasn't done anything. He didn't die 8 times.
Right. Anyway, moving on.
Every single map so far
One pistol for
been
KC.
1-1 on the
Wow,
pistols.
after letting that half
Like
slip
that.
away. I think they're going to know that this will be the tougher of the two. Of course, you've got your double duelist. You've got Narrate that can farm up.
You're
those
looking
orbs,
happy.
and I think
It's
this stage and
I will say the
even
break
over just the last
between
couple of months, I
London
think
was
that
very fun,
Narrate has
and then the
really
break
gone back
after
into the
London was
form
very
that
nice,
we
man.
saw from him a couple of years ago when he joined KC. So I'm very
It was like a
excited to see
perfect
the
length
stack
of a
side from
break
him
where I was like,
specifically.
okay, I
But
actually
it
miss
is
watching
the tougher
Valorant.
of the two sides. I think it always has been. And for FNATIC, although the deficit is incredibly likely to be 4 rounds, I don't think it's out of reach.
Iceland at the
Such a big
moment.
game from Abez as well. 2 blind Hunter's Furies that found huge value. One with damage, one with a little bit of damage, but more so the information of where the secret play was coming through. He's been crucial. That was even the pick,
Oh,
wasn't
it's
it, on the
good
crash?
info, man.
So it was, yeah, it was
Camera
massively
spots the
impactful Hunter's
rotate.
Furies. Big rounds from him. 20
Crash
and
is in a
8,
good angle to
I
get
believe, at
one,
the moment.
potentially.
No, he didn't quite. Oh, he did eat the shock dart. Never mind. It looked like he was far enough away, but no. Must have got caught by the edge of it. Levin in there for a few, and without shields, they're usually
Last player
as
standing.
free as can be when hit by
Yeah,
that
it's not
Marshall.
too bad.
A 1 versus 3 with Alpha alive, though. This could definitely still end up being costly for KC.
A single kill for Narrate. The Marshall kills got the majority, and now Marshall looks for a kill to get his ult. And that might be the reason that Alfia is being a little bit more passive. I think anybody else getting an ultimate orb is absolutely fine, but you do not want to allow Narrate to have the run it back without having to pick up an ultimate orb. At least you have a chance to deny. But as you can see, it will just be him going down to the spike.
I like the run, the sprint towards the side at the end, so maybe someone sticks around if they hear it, oh, he's coming to defuse, and then they go down to the spike. It's a tiny detail, but yeah, it hasn't worked out. 9-5 for KC. This pistol has
Mate, why's the YouTube chat talk about C9?
A couple mistakes can be made, and they will still have their lead, still being with a chance of bringing us to map 3 of Split. To be honest, between these two teams, between these two coaches, I do want to see that map. But I'll tell you what, FNATIC most certainly
What's
don't.
going on
They
over
want to
there?
make a deep run here with a 2-0 start, not just in the map, but in the series as well, so they can set themselves up to make it all the way to the Stage 2 finals in Barcelona. And that's right, you guys can join us there. Scan the QR code to get yourself a ticket, or just go back in the VOD and you'll see
They're the
it. It'll
hot
be up there
topic at the
later on
moment.
today as well for KC. Double digits is what they're
Are
after.
they
And
there?
the buy, it's not that bad.
Oh, it's an incredibly good bonus round. They'll still be able to buy into the next Alfia. It looks like he wants to try and get a little bit cheeky. He knows there's a lot of players around this corner. And Abez, as said, it just seems like he pulls off
that's a great
miracles
trade.
the second there
And
is
how many
something
times we're
in
going to see a
his
double
path,
push
which
over
makes
towards
no
A
sense.
main
The
have
defense, though,
value?
have traded. And timing is going to be everything. Bear in mind, that is the spike in the hands of Abez. But instead, it would be Narrate to lead the charge. Run it back.
Oh,
Can
Crashies
hope
is
to try
happy
and
that he
clear
didn't choose
some
to
of
go
these more
sight
aggressive
here.
angles, but everybody, bar
It's
one,
good info.
has fallen back.
This position from Levin. Now they're starting to go back and suspect something like this is a full cancel of the...
Damn,
oh,
that's pretty
beautiful.
nice,
Levin's caught
man.
him with a knife out
And now they can go back
almost
over
took down
towards B
Kayak
because
as
they have
well.
the
Got a
insert
chance to
logs.
strike with
Holy,
him
this is
falling.
great round from them.
The A site was no
They've
longer
got a
the
very
target
good Ascent,
to
man,
get to.
K-Corp.
It's made B much easier to get into. Now, they don't have any
They won
smokes
Ascent last
here,
time, right?
So they're going to have to fight on the way past, but Boaster gets nothing done in that flash.
This
well,
is sick.
Let's say it blinded
What a nice round here.
+1.
At least one.
Do you think
Oh,
that
if you
an
get the kill, you get the
insert
kill, it
at
doesn't
logs
matter.
is like
The push and pull is
pretty
definitely interesting.
underrated?
I feel like KC, when they saw Levin's position, were on a full rotate though. Like that wasn't a
Maybe
ruse,
that should happen
because
way
you can
more.
see where the spike is currently going, even in that little shot.
Because everyone clears
and
from
then
stairs.
Sugetsu gets a kill, and they go. Actually, B side
I guess
seems
it's
a
too
little bit
similar
more
to B
open.
main, it doesn't matter.
Nice!
They're starting to believe again, and yet 10-5 up. Zay
One of them
still
is
looks
starting
like
to believe.
it looks like he is having the worst day of his life every time we cut to him. Double the rounds of FNATIC, push them onto an eco, but he's not happy yet. Not till he sees 13 up top. And I mean,
I don't think he'll be happy until Split is over and they've won.
well, yeah. Well, he might not be happy at all then.
I mean, we're
We'll
going
see.
split. We have to be.
Poster. And he's going to get cleared. Cloud trying to regress. All right, then. Levin's decided this
Yeah, he
round.
might even get a 30 here. Like, these two are going crazy.
Crashies would need impeccable timing. Speaking of impeccable timing, Alfia had done well, but
Feel sorry for Crashies here.
very good.
Feel
but
really
that
sorry
sort
for
of
Crashies here. He
range,
thinks he's got a
unlikely, and in
freebie,
his
an
own
absolute
flaws as
freebie
KC
as they're distracting
build
the
up
guy
their
B, and
streak
Sagetsu's
once
just
again.
watching
We
the
saw
whole
this
time.
in the last half as well. It was 6 rounds in a row. Now they're on 5 rounds in a row. Just 2 away from closing out FNATIC's map pick. A map pick that, as said, like, you look at the 2 games we've seen, a 15-13 win for them versus GX. KC beat them 13-4. Maybe that called some things into question, but yeah, evidently they didn't feel that way. But I'm yet to really see what that turning point was. Mark,
Need to sleep on this one. It's a long,
this tactical pause is going
it's
to
a
be
long couple of maps at the
Aves
moment.
has been having an insane game, but also Mitch, I feel like in terms of his individual play, since they've gone to this new style under
Pretty
Zyke,
confident we're going split as well.
He has been solid all the way through, and this is probably his best performance yet.
Well, I think you can definitely see him being unleashed, not having to micromanage as much because you don't need to when we're playing off vibes, when there's no strats as out there of a comment as that seems to be, unless we're calling on the fly for the quadruple fakes. I think we might have some book, some notes scribbled down, at least on a sticky note, but the fact is, Aves, the looser system
promised
is
APAC
benefiting
match
him
tomorrow.
massively. He's currently
It's,
22-8. Levin's been
it
having
is-
a confident
that
game,
is the
even
match of
going
the
back to
week, for
Summit.
sure.
And you look at him now, 22-9.
Will be, is it the first or is it the second game tomorrow? Like, do I have to wake up a little bit early to make sure I see the walkouts and the fist bump, or
he has stepped up to
am I going to
another
be
level, and I do
It's
think
the
a lot
first
of that
one?
is just the
All right, I'll get up
responsibility being
15
lifted
minutes
from the
early.
shoulders.
Yeah,
A little bit.
he even said that anybody can pitch ideas. He gets to say yes or no.
I might even watch
That
a bit
means
of the
he's not
pre-show.
having to just focus on everything that's going on. Whereas we know that Bosa's style is very much like being the sort of mantle of the team, which benefits a lot of his players, but individually doesn't normally
What's
benefit
the match?
him.
GE against
I do wonder
Full
if things will
Sense.
change now that Cloud's on the roster as
The
well.
players
Someone
that
who has
kick
a lot of
Frost play against
experience
Frost.
IGLing. I want to see him be
1
another
month after
voice
kicking
in
him.
that choir,
When's that ever happened?
harmonizing with
Never.
Boaster. His attempt
And
to
it's
take
someone
deep
that,
space from Levin. And to be fair, they're respecting him for now.
And
He's
it's Frost
giving him
as
a
well.
lot of space
He's
to play with
very-
up there. It's 'cause Boaster
very
wants to
opinionated
stab
on a
in
lot
the
of things.
side, But, well, this wraparound is, oh, well, I was going to say expected. That jump from Levin showed it wasn't.
Again, pause seemingly
It's at
making
4
the
a.m.
difference.
your
We saw
time?
this in the last half. It was
Mate, you're
maybe a
staying
bit
up for
later
it.
than we expected it to be.
Oh,
you know,
and he runs back
you gotta
into.
try and be
I'm
sneaky
insanely
sometimes,
surprised that
but
Alpha didn't get that kill.
For Dosia, that leaves him on just 6 HP. This round, I was going to say, looks firmly in the favor of FNATIC, but again, Avis
Big
has
Joe
just
coming
been
up.
impeccable. Now they try and swing into Narrate. Okay, utility's gone,
Kayak needs
but
to trade guns with someone to
when it
send
comes
this.
down to
If
raw
Aves gets a
aim,
kill, he has ult, not a
feels
chance
like
he uses it.
nobody can match up
DOS9 still has an
to
Omen
KC
flash.
in their current form, and FNATIC definitely have to be a little bit more careful going in for this retake.
Boaster's taking the operator. Play this a bit slower, but more importantly to give Kayak the ability to get right in there through heaven, and that's exactly where he's going. The rest of the squad through the door. They'll draw the eye. Cloud first to find a pick, and Aves down below, waiting for Narrate to emerge from the smoke.
Ooh.
There's enemies at the
Oh.
gates, and they've been
Bro, they got
shut
melted.
out.
There's
Aves
literally 4 kills in 1 second.
reaching another level here today.
2v4 at
He
its
has gone
peak.
godlike.
Strong little crossfire.
25 to
Definitely
8.
some shots under heaven miss for sure, no
Jeez,
doubt
yeah,
about
just
it.
Bring split on, man. At this point, Aves is earned
Mate,
it.
Aves is
The crazy thing
untouchable.
as well is when they tap the spike, I was like, oh, he's dead to right.
Scratchy's
He's
not
looking
hit a
the
bullet
wrong
on
way,
him.
but, somehow he gets both kills. Like, sure, you have to look at the FNATIC players and go, okay, if he's looking the wrong way on one of those fights, how are you not getting him? But hey, everybody seems to be hitting
25 to 8.
KC, and Aves is having a performance of a lifetime. 12 to 5. 25 kills for the IGL.
Electroreses. Wait, how the hell do I say that?
Well, for FNATIC, a map choice that they may
Electorize,
live to
right?
forget.
Maybe with the prime for 4 months.
Whichever
Thank you,
way
mate.
you look at it.
Oh, that drone is not
cool.
broken, but Under's Fury from
Mate,
Aves.
he's always good for 1 with this ult.
He's found
Fair
himself
play.
a pick on the Kayak. Not like that's a big player for FNATIC or anything. It has been a rough game for him, a rough map at least.
Electroreese?
FNATIC need a
Electroreese.
hero to show up soon. Oh, this story's going all the way to the final chapter.
I think we might already be there. I've always
Whoa.
spoken about FNATIC comebacks, but there's been nothing to really make me believe
Whoa.
this is going to be
Boasters
the case.
are swinging.
Might work for Boaster. Alpha yet swing onto it as well.
Okay, I like the confidence. It's probably a little too late for it, but
well, Dosia was hoping to be a little bit sneaky, and you know he's won that fight in the end. Desperately low on HP, and the spike. I'll be real, I'm not sure there's too many worse positions on the map.
Not looking.
But yeah, timing here is
you
going to
move
be
to the left, you would see the gun. All
11
that.
spots him, that's one. Down to a 2 versus 2. Time is ticking away. That's the main issue that we currently have
My God,
for the side of KC.
you're gonna get a free
15
sight.
seconds, but Levin can make that run.
Door open? Yeah, door's open. He gets there easily. He'll get that plant in before they can even make it out.
Actually favored.
Giving up the spike they were holding.
They're
Hope
legit
the time
favored.
would
You saw him.
be a little bit too costly for KC. That could have been Doja down and Levin alone.
Oh,
In
okay.
fact, it would
Well,
have been the
not
round.
anymore.
But Doja still drawing
Nice
breath.
timing on that.
A man who had some incredible rounds on Summit and
Oh my
now
God.
steps up to new heights.
Not a chance he
But
considers
Cloud
short.
is hunting him down, and he'll find him before the TP is completed.
He's devastated,
One
man.
more round for FNATIC.
He's
with
devastated.
6 in a row needed to bring us to overtime.
And you can see that nobody on the KC side is sweating whatsoever. Cloud is definitely...
I bet Zaysh is.
Okay, yeah, I mean, the players, they look relaxed. Zaysh never looks relaxed, so that's, you know, that's fine. I'm hoping we're not going to cut to a face palm from him, because I feel like at this scoreline, that would be pretty outrageous.
Punch the monitor.
Why didn't you win the 1v2 on 30 health? See?
That was a good attempt.
Yeah, it's unlucky.
It's a good attempt at it. No, but for sure, the vibes on KC have got to be immaculate. 6 rounds in a row for FNATIC.
Okay, let's
It's
start
too
doing the
tall a
countdown.
task for most teams. But if anyone was to do it, it won't be this team.
Couple of ults. Fast rotate over towards B, obviously.
That's weird to say.
So maybe we get a little closer. They've still got enough money for
Not
next
seen
round.
as much of that magic. The last map,
I mean, I will say the
Definitely had some
Outlaw
of it.
is...
the crashies clutch,
Outlaw
the
one shot
4K
3, yeah.
from Kayak. Some of the aggressive plays we saw from Alpha.
Ooh, that's nice. Drone was going to clear
map.
wine.
A lot of those players have fallen quiet, and well, more so, a lot of them have been silenced. Boaster's position is being
He saw him on the jiggle.
watched avidly.
No.
Immediately eliminated.
Oh, and they got nothing
Hunter
to serve.
Fury.
Oh, okay, take me to split.
An attempt made, but
I've seen
nothing.
enough. Take me to split.
Well, Levin, he's being left behind almost just to try and sell a ruse. The rest of the team are heading their way towards that B site. As said, there's normally a reason that people avoid this side of the map. Althea's B site hold at times is legendary. And they may need it to be once again. Look at the current positions of the FNATIC defenders. It doesn't even need to be a ruse sold by Levin, but he's selling it anyway.
He's being spotted. And yet still, if he walked right now, he'd have a backstab on Kayak. They thought he was in main. The door closed, the ruse sold, but Kayak shut him down, and Alpha's still waiting. 8 seconds, just needs to drop the spike.
Plenty of time.
But he can't get it done. Whoa, that's a risky reposition.
Oh my
That's
God.
a very
Oh my
risky
God.
reposition.
Oh my God.
And he'll lift a
Oh,
regret.
they got the trades out. Wait, where's the other guy? Did he need to run in?
Kayak
Maybe.
got in
Okay,
there
I mean, they're just better than them
with
on
a
this map.
second to spare.
They smashed them on this
The
map.
round doesn't belong to FNATIC, nor does the map. They might have picked it, but KC